Recently, Vibha brought together a very unique event featuring none other than Michelin star chef Vikas Khanna. Called HSBC Presents Vibha Select Chef 2021, the event was a cooking competition between Indian Americans passionate for cooking on a concept very similar to Chef Khanna's very popular MasterChef TV show. We have tonight highlights from Vibha Select Chef 2021 featuring Michelin star chef Vikas Khanna along with members of Vibha and HSBC. Here is the story.
Hello everyone, I'm Aditi Lama and you're watching ITV Gold. Today I am here with cameraman Manish and we are in New York City for Vibha's Select Chef 2021. This is an amazing show which features none other than Michelin star Vikas Khanna here at his premises where he'll be choosing a winner out of 3 contestants. All of this is happening to encourage the word of Vibha, an amazing nonprofit that educates, enables and empowers the most underserved children of India. So stay tuned with us here on ITV Gold where we bring you all the happenings of Select Chef 2021. I'm Aditi Lamba.
Everything clear? You ready to go? 1, 2, 3, start!
Started. And we are here at Vibha Select Chef and I'm joined by none other than Michelin star chef Vikas Khanna. Thank you so much for your time on ITV Gold. I have to ask you, just starting this was a big project that you took up and to make something similar to MasterChef and bring it here to New York City and feature Indian Americans. How did you come up with this entire thought?
I've been working with Vibha for some time and I'm very proud of what they do. So when we were discussing something that, let's do something of a celebration of what benchmarks they have achieved as a foundation. So we couldn't think of anything better than cooking. And we came up with the idea and Kayur came up with the idea of let's do Select Chef 2021. We invite people from all over America and we select the recipes and bring them here, give them a challenge like MasterChef and do something amazing.
I have to ask you, we are talking about Vibha and Vibha does so much work for the, underserved communities of India and other communities around the world as well. How important do you think it is for us right now to support a cause like Vibha? And, what motivates you to keep on connecting with them?
I think more so than ever before, we need to be more involved because after the pandemic, the whole economy of the world has been shattered. There's been a huge unbalanced parts of the world right now when we're looking at the places which are only supported by different foundations and contributions of people. And I think plugging it into good foundations which are working back home in India for us. And that's the first thing I said here, for me, Vibha is like, of course, I live with the pain and guilt like every NRI who's left their parents back home to age and to make a better life for ourselves in a different direction. I think Vibha reduces that pain for me because I know that I'm reaching out not just to my parents or cities, I'm reaching out to many more people around me.
Millions of children are being helped by Vibha. I have to ask you now, let's talk a little bit more about you and what's going on. You have a book that has come out, your 37th book. So let's talk a little bit about it. How excited are you and, what was that journey, to have this book released this year?
So I didn't work last year because I was doing Feed India. So I have a huge workload which has to be released in forms of movies, books, restaurants, everything. But this book is very important because it's about holistic cooking. And I think sometimes, especially now, we all need healing in some ways. And looking outward is not the question right now. Looking inward and towards the wisdom of our ancestors, I think that's more important to me. And that's what this book has done. It's called Back to Our Roots. It's 100 recipes which are totally vegetarian, done very much on the similar principles of Ayurveda, but also in a very modern way, where people at home have stuff in the pantry and they can cook these dishes.
We have all seen a lot since last year. There was a huge impact on India. We cannot forget the impact on education. So, what is happening on Vibha's end right now to educate all these children that they've been serving so far? And how did you have to change your programs, adjusting to the pandemic?
Yeah. So, in Vibha, we serve the underprivileged children.
Yeah.
So, as you know, schools were closed. So, rural India was much more affected than anywhere else.
Right.
COVID situation was even worse there. So, all people cared about was to survive.
Mhm.
And we realized that, we should get into a disaster recovery mode. Again, we collaborated with Vikas. We raised about $2.6 million. We had a hospital built in a makeshift hospital built in Bangalore with Texas Instruments. And besides that, the need of the hour was oxygen concentrators. So we were able to get oxygen concentrators to about 25 states in India, 1100 concentrators. We went as high as Jammu and Kashmir. And I cannot tell you how much effort it was to make sure that they reach the right places because everything was shut down.
Exactly.
The other most important thing that happened at that time was food. People didn't have food. So, we collaborated with our partners and made sure that not just the children that we serve, but even their surrounding communities, their families, they all got food because they needed to survive at that point. So we did that. And then above all, we got into a little bit digital mode. Adversity brings the best out of you. And, in Vibha, it's a volunteer driven organization. We are all technocrats. So we all understood what technology can do.
Yeah.
So we started giving out smartphones to kids.
Oh, wow.
The interesting part is, believe it or not, most of the states have their syllabus online, and you can get YouTube videos and all that. It's just like somebody has to put things together. And our teachers, our field staff, and everybody who works for Vibha, they were so good that we were able to send out a lot of these digital devices. And that brought us into a new era where now we feel so strongly that digital can change even going ahead.
Joining us from HSBC is Jaspreet. HSBC is the sponsor for Vibha Select Chef 2021 today. Thank you so much for giving us your time on ITV Gold. Just have one question for you. Sure. HSBC has been working for years and years to serve all the communities around them, including the South Asian American community. I'd like for you to tell our viewers, what is HSBC doing on a local level, and how can they find some resources and help from HSBC?
Sure. So, hi, thank you, everybody. My role at HSBC, I lead the NRI desk in the US. And what we do for the community is, we help people connect back home. Most of these people, they have families back where they live. HSBC being one of the leading international banks, I think that's the goal, that how we connect people back to their homeland, help with them with their financial needs. And I think this year we wanted to do something different. So we thought of Vikas and Vibha together. We've done something with Vibha in the past few months. And I thought that this was a great opportunity for us to, celebrate the spirit of Diwali. And I resonate a lot with Vibha as an organization because, coming back from India, I think I've gone through what Vibha helps doing children. So, that's something resonates with me. So I think this is great, and just wanted to wish everybody, a very, very happy Diwali.